12:55 तक 55 12:55
जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी
Friday, there was a Parents' Day celebration of Japataka, my godbrother, which we joined together in 1968, as I was told. And I know him since that time. When he was the first Iskcon devotee which I met in Toronto. He was the president of Toronto Temple. Now, we talk about 1 minute of mercy, how mercy flows. This movement is on the service and the instructions of the Guru, and then you get the mercy. When Japataka joined in Montreal, like he's from Milwaukee, USA. It's a white country near Chicago, 2 hours away, and the biggest place where more alcohol is made than anywhere else in US. But he comes from a very rich family, and he went to San Francisco, met some devotees, and they sent him to see Prabhupada in Montreal. Now, all of you, most of the Indian, we know who Krishna is. In the old days, the white devotee didn't know who Krishna is, what is going on, but he surrendered to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada initiated him, and now can you imagine a 19 years old boy who lived all his life in a Western country, doesn't know anything, never went to India before, and said, go to Toronto and open a temple. He's looking at Prabhupada. Prabhupada said that, I'll go. So he comes to Toronto and he opened the temple at 40 Beverly Street. And now, at that time, not too many people used to come to the temple. But with the mercy of Prabhupada, after we bought this temple in 1975, now Toronto Temple, and you know what happened in Janmashtami, we have 3 hours lined up. People on Young Street, not around anymore. So this is the mercy of Prabhupada. And even just a quick one, how mercy flows. So today, you have to take something from here. You don't just come to visit it. Prabhupada gave an example one time. Oh, you go to doctor, you get you medicine. You come home, put it on the table. Very nice. I went to the doctor. Go next week again. But you're still sick. Because you don't touch the medicine. Medicine, keep looking at it. So the whole purpose is that when you come, take something from here. And then don't give that up. Because the proof is in the pudding. Like if you don't like the house, don't like the car, you get a new car, you move to another house, bigger house. But why? Can you see? Japataka Maharaj, Gopal Krishna, myself, Bhakti Marg Swami, who came in 1973. We're all here. You must like it. Something must be nice here. So yes, here. So, but the devotees are always kind. You remember, their aim is in Iskcon, not just to take care of us. Prabhupada said, look for everybody else. That is what is started. Advaita Acharya, which is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu time, he could see the whole Kali Yuga, that everybody is in a misery. Nobody doing chanting, nobody following regulative principle, nobody doing anything. And they are all in Maya, they are all just trying to enjoy themselves. And he says, how bad it is. He said, it is so bad. He said, something should be done. Somebody told him, oh, you should pray to Krishna. Prabhu Gita says there, Sarvataram Pateja Bhavika Sharanabhaj. But he said, no, nobody ready to do that. Nobody ready to surrender 100%. What should be done? How it is possible to save the whole world? So Advaita went to Krishna. He prayed to Krishna that you are the only one who can save. You have to come yourself. So this was the only incarnation came, the most merciful incarnation came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That was 538 years ago in Mayapur to the Mother Sachi and Jagannath Mishra's house. we know about that. And even now, we talked yesterday, there's so many people are here who have not even met Prabhupada disciples. And for next 10,000 years, we go on. But as long as we are connected with Iskcon, we are connected with Prabhupada. Because Prabhupada initiated over 5,000 disciples. Now with the age, everybody's in that category is over 70, some are 80, 85, 90. So there are little more than 1,000 devotees are here. They are not grouped. They are gone to Krishna Loka, on the mercy of Prabhupada. So that is the aim we have to find, how we can do that. Even with the mercy of Advaita Acharya, Lord Chaitanya came. But we have to get connected. Don't bring like that medicine, go to the doctor and put it on the table and don't take the medicine. Disease will be cured. The aim has to be very simplified. That we want to go back to Krishna Loka, not 10 lives, not 20. This life, Prabhupada, it is possible. Once I was seeing him, one devotee asked a question, Prabhupada, how many times I have to chant? What I have to do? Prabhupada looks and how long it will take? That was the question. Prabhupada says, 1 second. But the point is, are we ready to surrender? So, if you look at the Srimad Bhagavatam, look at Chaitanya Charitamrita, that Radhi Leela, 1268-69, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as the most merciful incarnation. And later on, the Rasanta will talk about, everybody says, they tell them that very merciful, Chaitanya is more merciful, they tell them more merciful. We keep chanting. And we'll give you the example. The most merciful person which we met, and lots of devotees know of him, but through his books, Srila Prabhupada. And we give example after example. So maybe we can give you one example, then we go to the teaching of Lord Chaitanya. You could see on the screen there. 1966, we had only one temple in New York. So who can tell what the name of the temple was? You should know, lots of people. Matchless gift. And Prabhupada used to give a lecture every evening at 6:30. I would leave the lecture. And the devotees were taught by Prabhupada. They're all white devotees, they're no Indians at that time almost. So Prabhupada teach them, and there are no books to distribute. Now we have a book to distribute, we know the system, so many temples. And Prabhupada will send a young disciple, go to the east side. That was the 26th 2nd Avenue, and that was so bad area. All the hippies, drunk people, taking needles, lying down, and one devotee, they were following Prabhupada, go and preach. So whatever they heard from Prabhupada, they'll go and teach outside. So he goes to one person, he lying down on the street, a drunk, and he has to preach him. This devotee tells him, please come to the temple at 6:30, there's Bhagavad Gita class. And the guy said, go away. I don't want to come. The devotee doesn't want to leave him alone. He said, okay, if you come, there'll be lecture. You do this. He said, I don't want to listen to lecture. Then the devotee says, if you come, you get the initiation. The devotee himself didn't know what initiation take. Now this drunk is lying down. And he said, can you imagine? And the devotee is telling, get the initiation. He said, no, I'm not interested. That devotee to incite him, he said, you come, you will get some food. Oh, he said, that's good, 6:30, I'll come there. Because he was hungry, lying down. He said, I'll get the food. So, and then also the devotee to preach him, he said, just remember, Krishna is a God. He's the big God. The devotee doesn't know. He's so drunk, he doesn't know Jesus, he doesn't know Bible, he doesn't care, he's drunk. He said, I'll come at 6:30. So, Prabhupada gave a lecture on the mattress gift, ground floor, and this devotee walks in, sits down on this drunk person, and he stands up. He says, Swami, they were so rude at those days. They could not say Swami Ji even. Swami, I want initiation. Prabhupada looks at him. What happened? Who is this guy? You know, Japa, nothing, complete drunk. He said, I want initiation. He said, Prabhupada, sit down. He said, I'll sit down. And then he stands up again. Swami, I asked you, give me initiation. Prabhupada looks at that other devotee of his. He said, what you brought, it is okay. What can be done? Now look at the mercy of Prabhupada. This is the most merciful person, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada tells them that if you answer 2 questions, tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, I'll give you initiation. Now, you know what the system is. You are supposed to chant for so many months, find a guru with some examination, check it out, and you follow the regular principle. But Prabhupada said he will not do anything. Let's see. He sits down and he stands up again. Swami asked the question. Prabhupada asked him a question, a simple question. He said, that who is God? Because 3 hours before, this drunk guy have listened, he said Krishna is a big God. All 25, 30 devotees clapped in that 26 hours. And Prabhupada was thinking, no, I'm stuck with this guy, what can I do? So he sits down again and stands up in the middle. Prabhupada disturbed Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Swami, 2 questions. Second question. Now Prabhupada thinking, let's be ask the hardest question possible. Prabhupada said, what is your position? Prabhupada thinking of soul, super soul, you're supposed to serve, I am body. He gets up because he had heard from the devotee 3 hours before. He said, I am the servant of big God Krishna. Everybody clapped. And then Prabhupada, by the way, gave the initiation next day. He stayed in the temple and became a big devotee. This is our Prabhupada. So this is what we have to do today. Make a resolution that you take this with you today. That you want to read Prabhupada's book and just follow it. And then we go to the lecture, how merciful Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was. And when he came, he opened up the floodgate for the devotees. Just chant Hare Krishna and you go back to Godhead. He didn't make any rules, anything. And he asked his disciples to write so many books. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was so kind. He left only 8 verses. Just following those 8 verses, we can go back to God. How many of you are ready to remember Srimad Bhagavatam 18,000? Oh, how Bhagavad Gita. How many of us know 700? Some people do, but not too many. On this. And go to different shastras. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Not possible. So they made it so easy, and if you don't follow it, how stupid we could be, right? So it is time that we should surrender and follow. The whole purpose Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came was 2 folds. One was the primary purpose was that Krishna wanted to relish why Radharani is so happy always serving him. He wanted to enjoy and feel that how Radharani's feeling is. So he came And the second was because it says in Chaitanya Charitamrita of Advaita Acharya's prayer that he wanted to take one person, not 1,000, not 1 million. He wanted to take everybody, every soul, go back to Krishna Loka. And that is possible. We go to few of the stories that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and the prayer of Advaita Acharya was answered. So same way, our prayers are answered too. But we have to do it sincerely. Prabhupada, I just listened something yesterday. Prabhupada said how you should chant. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. No, I don't chant. So you put that away. You concentrate. And don't Hare Krishna, half mantra, half here, half there. No. You have to do proper job. Then it is there. Again, example by Guru Maharaj, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. You bring the medicine home and don't take to as per the doctor instructions. You have a stomach ache and on one side, you keep taking medicine, the other side you keep eating like crazy also. Whatever the doctor says, that has to be followed. So we have to follow with the instructions of Prabhupada. So let's go to the what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's 8 attractions were there. So Prabhu, we should do the pastime first, or we should do the instructions? I think we can do the pastime first. They have more valid instructions, and you have to follow them, and this way it will be more. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a small child with Mother Sachi, one Brahman visited their house. And that Brahman, some of the Brahman, they don't eat cooked by anybody else. They cook their own. And this Brahman was well received by Mother Sachi and Jagannath Mishra. And he did the cooking. And then he said, okay, after the cooking, you have to offer it. So he does the offering. And here comes Chaitanya. And he starts eating. He eats it. And the Brahman gets very mad. So what is this? You got to take care of your child. I did the cooking, I did the prayer. And your child, you're not controlling the child. So it happened a couple of times. The third time, what they decided to lock Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a room. You know, in India, most of you know, here you can open from the back. You know, the clipping this. When India, there's a big thing here and the lock there, you can't get out of the room. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was locked. And then they begged to the Brahman, please recook it, and all the bhoga was provided to him. So again he did the offering, and then Chaitanya, and when he went to sleep, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in his dream. He said, number one, you keep offering to me when I come to eat, you don't want me to eat. What kind of service you are doing? Then this Brahman got the darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna. So then, of course, he became a devotee there. And then, as you know, all of them, their 2 thieves saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so beautiful, golden color, nice dress by the parent. They picked him up and ran away. And every time they go, they come near the house of Mother Sachi, Jagannath Mishra. So finally they gave up. This is there. And there was Chand Kazi, a Muslim guy. So even the Hindu in those days were not all together. So they complained to Chand Kazi that the devotee makes so much noise. All day, night, they're chanting and chanting and chanting. So that then it was decided that Qazi said, okay, I'll stop that. So he goes to the Srinivas Pandit's house, Qazi goes, and what he sees there, hundreds of devotees are chanting and saying, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And he said, yes, they're right. The complaint people are right. They make it too much noise. So he takes a mardanga and breaks it. Qazi breaks that mardanga. And then once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finds out, next morning, he did the biggest procession you could see. Thousands and thousands of devotees came in Mayapur Navadvip, and then he met Qazi and explained to Qazi, and Qazi even became the devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. So that's what preaching is. So when you go out, you see there's a power of Prabhupada behind you. And Jayapataka Maharaj come from Montreal and opened a temple, 19 years old. Can you imagine when in those days there was war going on and most of the devotees, nobody cared about Krishna, but with the mercy of Prabhupada, thing was going on. And then also, for the time we go quickly on that, there was a Kashmiri Pandit who was well educated, very short. His job was only one thing, he go to every town, every village, defeat everybody, just to become big. So he come to Mayapur, and all the people got scared, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very young. They said, let's send Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because nobody will come to us. Because all the big people said, we don't argue with you, you defeated a child. So, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of course, defeated the Kashmiri Pandit also. And then I find that most important story I like. In the Krishna's and Radharani pastime, there was a devotee named Kusum Seva Sakha. He used to play with Krishna, but when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he came as Sridhar Pandit. But what he did, he was so surrendered. Now this is what surrender means, that he was living in a hut with no roof. Even the pot where you drink water was half broken. Earthen pot, he won't spend any money on himself. And all the neighbors and people are thinking, this guy has, because he's so poor, he's up all night chanting. That was not the reason. He was chanting the name of Krishna all day, all night. So they should do, they call him Khola Vacha Sridhar. Khola is a banana leaf in Bengali, and Vacha means he should sell that. On that, top of that, he'll sell some fruit, vegetable, and he was so honest, he'll charge very little price to anybody, just enough so he can make a living. But all his life, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not forget his pastime with Kusum Seva when Krishna appeared. So every day when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will go, he'll sit down hours or so, more sometime, with this Sridhar Pandit. And they'll argue like the old days. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, any price he'll tell them, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu won't pay. He'll tell him half price, this price. They'll keep arguing and arguing and arguing. And sometimes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will steal it and eat it, don't pay it. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will run away. And later on, by the way, his house is still there. When you go to John Qazi's house, next door is Sridhar's house there. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to give him something. And he told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, life after life, all the time. I just want to serve you and see you. That should be the aim. That what we want, what is the purpose of the life, is not few extra zeros sitting in the bank. And we won't go to July High, because everybody knows that story. And then we go to now the 8 instructions and 8 verses which was given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just by following those 8 verses, we can go back to Godhead. And Srila Prabhupada made it so simple for all of you and all of us that just chant 16 rounds faithfully every day and follow the 4 regulative principles. One time, Chaitanya Prabhupada was so merciful in Fiji. If you Google Fiji, he went to Fiji only once. He was giving a lecture in Fiji, and I can't speak like that. I'm speaking about how Prabhupada spoke. If we speak like that, you won't let us talk here anymore. Prabhupada, the thousands of Indians, mostly Gujarati, are sitting in Fiji, some black people, this and that. Prabhupada starts his lecture, goes like this, his finger. All of you eat like animals. Could you imagine? People are coming first time to the lecture, you're like animal. But, he said, when you eat the outside food, it is contaminated. You know, from the restaurants here, there. He said, you'll get sick, you get diarrhea, you get all kind of problems. And then everybody's thinking, what this Swami is going to say now? What's going to happen? He already called us animals, now let's see what the next sentence is. Our Iskcon food in our temple is also contaminated, but it is contaminated with Krishna. More you eat, he said 3 times, more you eat, you can, just by eating prasadam, you can go back to God. And this is Prabhupada, this is mercy. And if we don't take that mercy and the teaching of Lord Chaitanya, how, so to say the word, how stupid we could be. You know, he made it so easy. Cannot be any more easier than that. Because afterward, after this lecture, after the stop, he tell us, we can discuss it separately, that if you had an easy way, we'll start preaching that system. So Lord Chaitanya, in text 1, he is making it very simple. There's a long process, but he says that glory to Shri Krishna's sanctity. That's just chant. Chant and chant and chant. How simple it is needed. No books are needed. I think Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, there, the 3 words, there were 16 there. Total Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. For see, how difficult is it? Even Rupa Goswami, they wrote so many books. You know, Nectar of Instruction, Nectar of Devotion, other books. But Lord Chaitanya is saying, just chant and your life will become successful. Slide number 2. And he said, only the name of Krishna can render all the benefits. So why we need other stuff? Why we need other shastra, other things? Just by chanting, the name of Krishna renders all the benefits. But it has to be chanted with a humble attitude. Not just saying to me, oh, I have done my round, I have done this, and it has been done sincerely, and you have to become very, very humble. Humble than the, for example, a blade of grass. You know, when you walk in your garden on the grass, does he talk back to you or fight with you? Then you step on him. So we have to be very, very humble. Whatever the service is given, it is all equal. In the material world, manager gets more money, president gets more money, honor gets more money, sweeper gets less. No. In Krishna's service, it's all equal. Pujari, preacher, cleaner, cook, they're all equal. At the time, even at home, like when you go, today is Sunday, like tomorrow if you start planning for next Sunday, oh, I go next Sunday, I have to go 2 o'clock, I have to do this, can I do this? And this is what you have to do. And then you relate everything to Krishna. I mean everything. Because that question was asked in Los Angeles from Prabhupada, how can you remember 24 hours a day? Oh, it's very easy. I said, what? Just relate everything you do to Krishna. When you see flower, you see, or you see somebody's garden, flower garden, don't pluck it and run with it, but just what you have to do is think of it. There are 2 ways you can think of that. One is you think of, maybe if I had this nice flower, I can take it to temple next week. The other you can take, if I take this to my wife or girlfriend. So there's the difference. So relate everything. Gas, when you're filling a petrol, gas, where gas came from, who did that? The clothing you wear, all that. Or you're going by subway or car, who made all that material? So relate everything to Krishna. Number 3, chant holy name as much as you can. I will give you an example of Kusam Seva Saka. That he was chanting day and night. Doesn't matter what people say. And even when you're traveling in the south bus, nobody knows what you're doing. They might think we're crazy, we're mumbling. This guy is crazy sitting in the subway. But don't worry about that. Just chant. And number 4, there should be no desire for wealth, woman and follower. Only desire should be, how can I serve Krishna? And number 5, ask Krishna, please give up. Please pick me up and give me the shelter. Ask that I want to stay under the lotus feet of Krishna, no other desire. And we should go to such a stage that when we chant, tears come in our eyes and the hair. We have seen that with Prabhupada. When we were in Atlanta, he was giving a lecture on Chaitanya's appearance, and just before the end when he was saying, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful, Prabhupada started crying. Everybody looked at it. He kept crying and crying and crying. Then he came back and started the lecture again. That is should be the mood. Even the people in Toronto who saw Prabhupada, 1976, he gave a Srimad Bhagavatam class in Toronto Temple, right here, 243 Avenue Road. And while he was starting to chant Jayanada Madhav, on the 3rd line, he went in a trance for 2 minutes. Nobody was gone, but he come back. This should be the mood while we're chanting. But shouldn't make it artificial that we put some water in here or put some drops. Just think of it. It will come. As long as you chant sincerely, Prabhupada will help. And 7th, just think, no one but Krishna is my Lord. Don't have to run around here, there, there. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. Remember that devotee, 26 2nd Avenue, 1966? Krishna is a big Lord and I am a servant of Krishna. Look at that. A devotee who just saw a devotee, now we call him a devotee, that drunk man, and he surrendered just 2 lines. Krishna is a big God and I am a servant of God. What servant does? serve, serve and serve. And to do these things, what we should do is very, very simple process. Accept the things which are favorable to discharge the service to Krishna. Like that, if I don't like something, why you offer me? Same thing Krishna. When they're cooking, mothers know, cook it nicely, and no meat, no eggs, no fish, no alcohol, no bad association romance, and no gambling, and just chanting the name of Krishna. And we reject the things which are not favorable, like association. Have a good association. If you go and associate with drunkard people and with the gamblers and the bad people, you end up. In the police, when they look and they want to arrest somebody, they look at system. Who is that person associating with? And then believe firmly in the protection of Krishna. Krishna will protect you. But you have to surrender to that level. Srila Prabhupada, 1965, when he left Calcutta, he had only 40 rupees. In those days, government of India was allowing 40 rupees. When I came in 1964 to Canada, I got 40 rupees to $8. That time dollar was 5 rupees each. US dollars, you get $8. And Prabhupada was ready to go in the Jalduta, and his son, oldest son, comes there to say bye to the daddy, to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, I don't have anything. And he takes 40 rupees and gives it to his son. So when Prabhupada left India, he had nothing. He depended on 100% of Krishna in spite of 2 heart attacks and all the difficulties. He didn't give up the instructions. Instructions were given on the bank of Radhakund by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, Prabhupada's Guru, our Grand Guru, that whenever you have some money, print the books and preach all over the world in English. That was in 1935. And Prabhupada worked for 30 years to plan, and 1965 he left. And now we are 1,000 temples almost, and Hare Krishna chanted all over the world. We should have no interest different than Krishna, and always feel and oneself meek and humble. Always think, anybody says any service, please take it. Because there's no difference in the other service and this service. So this is what I do. Example is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had so many Muslim disciples also. There was a disciple, Satyaram Khan. He was asking too many questions to Chaitanya. Always he's there, asking question after question. And one day he asked him, who is it? Devotee. Bhagat kaun hai? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, anyone who has chanted the name of Krishna once is a devotee. So, if something is that good, we should keep going. And also, in Chaitanya Charitamrita 15:106, it says how to become Vaishnava. We already told you that how you can become Vaishnava. And just by chanting, you could go back to Godhead. And then we'll talk a little more about Srila Prabhupada and how we can simply chant. Now I turn it over to Ashalata, because lots of people have asked that she could tell some of the pastime she had with Srila Prabhupada. By the way, she joined in 68. I give her the credit. She brought me to Krishna consciousness also. So there she is. You want to speak for a few minutes?
अच्छा राम जी का नाम पूरा
Huh?
राम जी का नाम
Okay, you can do whatever you like.
Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Most of you people must know who Srila Prabhupada is. Some people might not know who Srila Prabhupada is. Srila Prabhupada is a great Mahatma who was sent by Krishna as a direct messenger of him to deliver the mankind like fallen souls like us. I can go on and on and on. I have many pastimes with Srila Prabhupada. I can tell you a couple of them. When I saw in 68 some devotees on the street, he saw first and he brought some pictures of of devotees to show me, and I did not believe it. I said, in this Lanka Nagari, devotees cannot be possible. He said, no, it is true. So he took me to Young and Brewer Street to show me, and I really saw them. They were chanting in shirt and clothes, Hare Krishna chanting. So I was satisfied, yes, it is true, the devotees are here, but at that time we didn't know who Prabhupada, who devotee, where they come from. So we inquired about it, and we went to 40 Beverly Street. We met them there. So much to say, but I just conclude the things. So then we started going occasionally, not every day, not every time. Not too much interested. But anyways, slowly we started going to the mandir. One time I was making the garlands. I saw Prabhupada. And I said, this Mahatma has made these Western people as a devotee. It must be very great Mahatma. I want to touch his lotus feet. That was my desire. And Krishna fulfilled my desire. In 1975, in July, we found out that Prabhupada is coming in Chicago for Rath Yatra. So he took 2 weeks holidays. Indresh, Meenakshi, he and me went to Chicago. And after a long journey, when we reached there, some devotee was announcing, darshan time. So we thought that is the only time, darshan time, we are going to have Prabhupada darshan. So we didn't wash up, nothing, we just walked to the apartment. And here Srila Prabhupada sitting. He was so nice. He gave us some prasadam, strawberry prasadam, and I was satisfied that saw Prabhupada. So for 2 weeks, Srila Prabhupada in Chicago, every morning he was going for the morning classes, morning walks. In the evening, we were joining the program every evening. So one evening, we are all sitting, and all the other people have left. So Prabhupada said, why are you sitting here? Everybody is gone, program is over. And he said, Prabhupada, my wife has come to touch his lotus feet. And Srila Prabhupada said, oh. Srila Prabhupada removed his dhoti from his lotus feet. He said, she can touch that. So I touched his lotus feet. My mission was fulfilled. I was so happy. Not only that, after that, many times I had the opportunity to touch his lotus feet. So Prabhupada came to our house 75. So much to tell, but just shortening it. And Prabhupada came second time, and then I in Detroit we met Prabhupada. So we went to see him again there, and I went to see Prabhupada, and I said, Prabhupada, please accept me in your lotus feet. He said, you're already my lotus feet. How kind, how merciful Prabhupada. So there's so many stories to tell, but I will do something else today. As you know, Krishna comes in different forms. sometimes Ram बन के and sometimes Shyam बन के, different forms. And sometimes Chaitanya Prabhupada. As a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to tell us how to become devotee. So today we chanted Hare Krishna, we listen Lord Chaitanya's glories, and today we are going to chant for Lord now. Because we had Ram Navami last week, and Lord Ram has come in Ayodhya. So we are going to chant for him today so that he can hear us in Ayodhya. Okay? Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 Shri Ram Jai
tomorrow, Mangal after time, so let's see. I give two stories, and let's go to 1976, Toronto, 22 Medina Crescent, that where Prabhupada came twice, by the way. That's in Edmonton and Lawrence. And here, Prabhupada comes with so many devotees. And you all remember, the old houses had aluminum doors, single door, double door, not of that much of those days. And with three of his servants, when Prabhupada walked in, like you imagine that Prabhupada coming in and like sit down, and Ashalata is standing beside of Prabhupada. All the devotees are outside, only three other devotees are there. So nobody could tell her move that time, but Prabhupada is there. Before that, when there's a move, we had to go in. Prabhupada is sitting down, and as a duty, as a disciple, I had to wash his feet. So Prabhupada sit down, and I had a bowl, and I'm washing his feet, and I had a towel like this. And she kept talking to Prabhupada. I don't know how many minutes, I can't give you the estimate. Going on and on and on, devotees are outside chanting, and Prabhupada realized it, how long it's taking him to dry my feet. He already washed it. Prabhupada hits me like this, Bhaskar, stop it. Because at that time I had longer hair like this guy has. I was not using my towel. I was going with washing his feet with my hair. So that was so that was so blissful, you know. And then the other one, go to the same place, we go and then we go to Vrindavan for 2 minutes there. There was a fan there. We have the fan. I think I might other people see. We have a museum at our house where Prabhupada, where he sat 2 years in a row, the sofa, the carpet, where he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. We have all that. And so it was so many nice pastimes with Prabhupada that it is hard to describe it, how much love he has given us. Because lots of people ask us that why you love Prabhupada so much. It's very hard to describe. And then that fan thing, there was a square fan, and Prabhupada is sitting there. Can you imagine, like Prabhupada is sitting here, the fan is there. And all the disciples, all the GBC, few people are standing there at our home. And Prabhupada is getting no air. And everybody going to the fan, on, off. Prabhupada is smirking. I'm sitting with Prabhupada. And Prabhupada, after a few minutes, Prabhupada realized what it is. Prabhupada said, Uta hai. What to the fan? You know, fan gives the air on one side. Not only this, the devotee were doing the fan this way and that way. They're standing in front of the fan anyway. They're taking the air. They're not getting air either. And Prabhupada Uta hai. So they turned the fan around, and that was it. Prabhupada could do everything. He could see everything, like what was going on. And then let's go to Vrindavan. That was my most favorite story. Especially now Maharaj knows the person I'm talking about. Indresh, our son, he used to be very young. And we are sitting in Vrindavan temple with Prabhupada in his room. We're reading for Prabhupada a few things. And he put his head down to Prabhupada. Side that he goes to sleep, he's a little tired, and we talk. And 2 o'clock, Prabhupada used to eat, and we are ready to pick him up. Prabhupada said, "Jildi thank you. मैं उसका ख्याल करूँगा. I'll take care of him." Oh, and the second line he said, which I liked it. He said, "He's my Kota, my grandson." So that was it was nice. I realized later. I said, "That's very good." That if he becomes the grandson who I am, I'm his son, automatically he will get. So Prabhupada is so kind. I shall spend so much time with him at different times, you know. So we should surrender to Prabhupada, and our life will become successful. and we'll continue this on later sometime, but going on more stories of Prabhupada, and you should think everybody fortunate that you are meeting some of Prabhupada's disciples who have association with Prabhupada, personal association. So thank you very much. Really appreciate your attention. And any question later on after Prashadam, we will be still here because we are not going downtown Toronto. So we'll have 2 minutes so we can answer any question you have.
So a big round of applause for Subhavilas and ourselves. And we are going short on time, and you can always approach Prabhuji during the Prasadam time. He's not leaving anywhere, as he was saying. So you can have all the time you want to have and ask about his association with Srila Prabhupada, his mind with Srila Prabhupada. But we have to move on, and quite a few things happening at Iskcon. Everybody knows that we are going to have 6-hour kirtan next Saturday, this coming Saturday, which is on 27th of April. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, for the 6 straight hours, we are going to have blissful kirtan. Please be here on Saturday, 2 o'clock, from 2 to 8, we are going to have kirtan. And then yesterday we went for book distribution at site.